that was an interesting show, wasn't it? Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls.
welcome to the NXT After Show. Now, I'm a little bit late because I watched it late, so you're just gonna have to deal. Now, if you didn't watch NXT, you truly missed out on something special. Yeah, it was going on NXT today. A lot of surprises. But just to be fair to my peoples who came in here on time, shout out to Kayla, Pierre, Tay, Nika, Jonelle, and Nicole. Appreciate all y'all for coming in and being my top commenters of the day. I love y'all and appreciate y'all. With that being said, let's get into the show. Did you guys enjoy NXT? You definitely should have. If you didn't, what's wrong with you? Like, are you having a bad day? Because again, wrestling is supposed to uplift you. It's supposed to put you in a place to be in a good mood. You know, it's supposed to evoke a good emotion, especially tonight, because there was a method to the madness of seeing Joe Hendry after NXT Heat Wave, and of course, seeing him on all of the commercials for Monday Night Raw as well as today. There was still peeps of Joe Hendry. And of course, when you say his name, he appears. Do you believe in Joe Hendry? I believe in Joe Hendry. I love Joe Hendry, and I was so glad that he was there. Before we get into all of that, we gonna talk a little bit. So let's vibe. Let's hash this out a little bit. Yes. From what I saw in NXT, Ethan Page opened the show and he gave us a long diatribe about how he told everybody so and how he won and he's now in the era of ego. Great. Love that for you. Sean Spears came out there after Trick came out there and basically alluded or just he gave us the reason why he did what he did. It was because Trick kept calling him goofy and he didn't like it. So he was being a little pussy. And
so you do something goofy. You just proved his point.
Yeah. He caused everybody an opportunity. Because if we're being fair, right? If I was to cost you your championship, at the bare minimum, I'm going to go try and get it, right? Right? Like go in there, pull Ethan Page off, and then get the title. That would make sense to me.
You goofy ass Spears.
Right? That would make sense to me. But instead, you just cost both of y'all the championship. If I can't have it, neither one of us can have it. Huh? Ethan was laid out. Ethan was asleep. When I say sleep, out, okay? He was gone. There was no coming back from it. And you, instead of doing what was necessary, you did what you could, which was barely anything. Trick Williams was not in the mood. He was pissed, and rightfully so. And Ethan Page doing everything he could to constantly attack, berate, and be disrespectful because he's champion now. I hate Ethan Page, so he's doing his job. I really despise him. And I hate Sean Spears anymore because he's a dumbass. I don't know no other way to put it other than you're a dumbass.
Go to dumbass.
Now, Javon Evans came out there and they pretty much evened the score. And Javon was like, bitch, all of y'all can go eat dirt and die. Okay? All of y'all except for Trick. He was like, listen, Trick, ain't no smoke. It was what it was. We did what we had to do. But he was like, you two? Nah, we ain't going out like that, bro. Like, he was like, both of y'all is some ass. You a goofy, and you definitely is a whole ass weirdo. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? They start fighting, they got rid of him. Now, here's where shit gets a little weird. Because Brooks had his little meeting with Ava. And essentially, he was just like, I'm going to straighten up. I'm going to do right. You know, I'm sorry. Yada, yada, yada. I'm gonna straighten up. I'm gonna do right. I'm sorry, and you know what? Y'all gave me a chance. Let me, I love my chance or whatever. Awesome. Then within a couple of scenes, why is his face purple like that? Like he been eating blood. Anyways, Dry playing this game and it just looked weird. But anyways, the next couple of scenes go by and Javon Evans is getting his shit kicked out of him by Brooks Jensen. Now, of course, Josh Briggs is like, the fuck is you doing, bro? Like, why are you attacking him? What is going on? Like, what is happening? What's wrong with you? He was like, I'm making an impact. And he was like, and you go after Javon? Of all the people you could go after, you go after Javon. And he was like, yeah. He was like, nah, that's not cool, bro. I stuck my neck out for you and vouched for you, and this is what you do. He was like, I'm doing what I have to get myself noticed and to be seen. Anyways, so he was like, you know what? I don't know what to do with you. And he just kind of walked him away. So the rest had to take care of Javon. It was supposed to be a tag team match between Trick, Javon, Sean Spears, and Ethan Page. But that didn't work out because Javon Evans is out. So he was not medically cleared to compete tonight. That means that Trick Williams had no partner. But oh, he had a partner. He had a partner, ladies and gentlemen. And as we interviewed Trick Williams in the back, you saw the glimpse of Joe Hendry again. And I'm like, so Joe's going to show up. We love that for us. Yay, it was such a good day. That was just the beginning. Because when Wesley came out there, Wesley always gives a very passionate speech about either whether he is leaving or staying. And essentially what he said was he just didn't know where he was going at this point. He felt like he was a little lost because this was the only goal. He put all his eggs in one basket, and now he doesn't understand how he's supposed to move from here. And he thought that maybe it was time for him to leave. But then the homies showed up. The homeboys. Now, we all know Zachary Wentz used to be here, and I believe his name was Nash Carter when he was in NXT. But Trey Miguel was still in TNA at the time, and there was a reason for that. Trey didn't want to leave TNA. He wanted to go it on his own in TNA and find his own footing, which he did. He ended up becoming the X Division champion, had a strong run as X Division champion. The Rascals finally became tag team champion once Zachary Wentz came back to TNA, and he's been able to do great things in TNA, whether he was a heel or face. It seems that he was able to do exactly what he accomplished in TNA. And now Wesley has also been able to accomplish some great things. He's the greatest North American champion of all time. He's a former NXT tag team champion, as is Zachary Wentz. These guys are highly decorated superstars, and they're just amazing athletes. Each one of them have been able to do great things, whether they were as a trio, a duo, or whether they were singles competitors. Each one of them have been able to do great things. They came back to talk to their friend because their friend seemed to be lost. And Trey and Zachary both told him that we don't want you to leave, and these people don't want you to leave. And you're not going anywhere. We're all here together, and we're in this together. They hugged it out in the middle of the ring, and it was a very sweet moment because if you know anything about the Rascals, those boys been on the come up for a long time. Okay, and if you was watching TNA back in the day when the Rascals was first coming around, and I think it was Trey Miguel Mama that was there, baby, it was struggle bus times. Okay, so to see them be able to go from that to go to this and being feeling superstars in two companies, it's a very, very great thing. And it also is amazing for Zachary Wentz because Zachary Wentz deserves this second go round. Zachary Wentz was screwed out of his first stint in NXT, and now he's able to come back and really do what he set out to do, which is to become a massive WWE superstar. And I love that for him specifically, but I love it for everybody because now we get to see the Rascals on mainstream TV, and it ain't nothing like mainstream TV, baby. Okay, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. We love that for them. Now, like I said, Brooks cost us the main event. Okay, he ended up going and attacking Javon Evans and taking Javon out. So Javon was on the shelf. But don't worry. Tricky had a plan. or it seems like he alluded to having one. He was very scared in the beginning, not scared, but more concerned because he didn't want to let his emotions get the best of him. He was going to go it all alone, but he said, I need to find a partner so that I can make this work out in my favor because it's not smart for me to go into this match without having a partner. Well, that's when Joe Hendry flashed across the screen once again. And I was like, ooh, JoJo showing up. Joe Hendry showing up. We love it. We love it. We love it. It was a fun time. Now let's get into the matches because there were some really good matches on this show today. Okay, so let me show you the ones that they didn't post on WWE.com first. All right, so Tyson and Tariq are the two guys who wear the Timberland boots in the ring. They went up against Gallus today. Awesome match. It was so good. Tyson and Tariq showed everybody what they're really capable of. And against a formidable team like Gallus, for them to be able to hold their own and keep up with Gallus the way that they did, it's a beautiful thing and it's an amazing time for wrestling, especially for black wrestlers, okay? But unfortunately, they came up short because they have Joe Coffey in their corner in terms of Gallus, and Tyson and Tariq are only two men going up against these three men. Now, as good as Gallus are, they cheat more than a little bit, okay? And I'm just, at this point, I'm just tired of hearing it, and I'm tired of seeing it. So whatever they're going to do, hurry up and buy. Okay, it's like we got to follow you around the store because you steal. Get the fuck out of here. We tired of your bullshit. Okay, I want Triple H to take them to the main roster like pronto. Okay, because they won't be seen as much on the main roster as much as we see them on NXT. It's like Shawn Michaels only know how to use Gallus. You feel what I'm saying? I need them to mix this shit up. The tag team division is there. Now you have more than enough teams. You had the teams before, but you have more than enough teams to kind of pick this shit up and let this shit get the rolling. Axiom and Frazier need to drop the tag team titles. Yeah, I said it. They need to drop them. Don't care what team they drop it to. Don't. They just need to drop them immediately. Okay. Now, let's move on to another match that was not put on the cards in terms of WWE.com. Okay, so OTM went up against Gallows and Anderson today. OTM did beat Gallows and Anderson today. Now, Jada was out there outside the match, but Michin wasn't out there with them. For some reason, she didn't come out there with them when Jada came out with. Now, all of them came out there together. Everybody was fighting. And for the most part, I didn't see Jada get involved. She may have, but I didn't see it. And then I saw Michin come out the crowd and go after Jada. This pulled Jada from at the match at all. The way that Bronco and Lucian was able to pick up the win over one of the most highly decorated tag teams in Gallows and Anderson. This is a huge step up for OTM. So they were able to pick up the win. So unfortunately, we do have to deal with Gallows and Anderson losing, but it's not unfortunate for them to lose, but it is unfortunate for Tyson and Tariq to lose against Gallus because, child. But anyways, let's go to the two women's matches that was on the card. Okay, Carmen and Ariana Grace was battling it out to prove who's the better woman because Ariana made it seem like she was the sole reason why they won. And if we're being solely honest, she was. Because at NXT Heatwave, Ariana is the one who saved that match, while Carmen was the one who got the pin. Without Ariana, she wouldn't have got it. The Kardashian looking bitch was definitely having her rolled up. She was not going to be able to kick out of that. And Ariana was able to leverage old girl's big ass head so that she would fall backwards. And Carmen was able to do that sit down, roll up pin. So it worked for her. The fairness goes to Ariana. I'm not trying to shit on Carmen, but let's just keep it real. Ariana was the MVP of that match. Ariana won that match for both of them. Without her interference and her ring awareness and insight in that match, you would have lost. So I think while Carmen is just trying to prove herself because everybody keeps questioning why she's there, questioning her validity and everything else, I totally get why she was at the ready to go up against Ariana to prove that she was the better woman. But At NXT Heat Wave, you wasn't, sis. I'm just keeping it real. Now tonight, she was. She won fair and square. Now, for whatever reason, JC Jane and that Kardashian looking bitch came out there and they all clapping and shit because Carmen beat Ariana Grace. But then here come fucking Fallon attacking Carmen. And I'm just like, what's happening? And then she gets out the ring after she's done doing all the attacking, and she's like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of these newbies coming in and taking everything. I swear to God, some of y'all are so delusional. It is pathetic. It is so sad how delusional you have become, Fallon. Like, what earth are you living on? Earth 47? I don't know. Go ask Marvel which Earth it is, bitch. I don't know. You must be in an alternate universe or on some multiverse type shit. Because what are you talking about? There was no opportunity that was taken from you, dear. Let's keep it real. Your ass had an opportunity at the Women's North American Championship. Did you win? I hear silence. I hear nothing. No. Your corn-fed ass lost. Okay? Your cow shoveling shit ass lost. Okay? You lost, baby. Take that one on the chin and keep it moving. If you wanted an opportunity against Kaylani, then you should have went to Ava and be like, hey, Soul just gets handed an opportunity. I'm here. I want an opportunity too. She probably would have turned it into a number one contenders match. And then you could have had the opportunity to beat Soul to be the number one contender at NXT Heatwave. But what did you do? What did you do? You set your one braid having ass in the back, crying and whining to JC and that Jasmine bitch about how you tired of the noobs taking opportunities from you. Meanwhile, it's a newbie standing right next to you. Ain't Jasmine a part of the new class?
Yeah,
Ain't Jasmine a part of the new school? Oh, but she don't count, right? Because she's on your side. Girl, so if Jasmine gets an opportunity that you wanted, is you going to kick her in her ass too? Huh? Is you going to attack her too? Girl, the logic between you and JC is so weird. It's serial killer level. It's serial killer level stupid. I don't understand what your problem is. If you mad because you're not getting opportunities, that's on you. But you can't really be mad, sis, because you're getting opportunities. Now, to be fair, JC can't be mad. JC knows got broke. She wasn't in the Women's North American Championship ladder match. She wasn't in it, right? That makes sense for her to be pissed off because she's not getting the opportunities. But your stupid ass got it. You were there. You had the same amount of opportunity that Kaylani did, Soul did, Jada did, Lash. You had the same opportunities they did, and you lost. And you want to know why? Say it with me. You're a loser. A loser. You a loser as a face, and you a loser as a heel. It makes no sense for you to be all in your feelings and mad at other people for your failures. Your failures. Then you had a match with Soul right after Carmen had her match with Ariana later on in the night. You had a match with Soul, and you're on the internet in your feelings talking about how Soul wasted an opportunity going up against Kaylani. Bitch, there's only been one or two matches you won. And you didn't win that on your own merit, if we're being honest. The way you operating is so strange. I could kind of understand it if you was on your own, right? If you was by yourself, I could kind of understand it. But to align yourself with a bitch who was giving you hell not too long ago is batshit bonkers to me. Batshit bonkers. What? Nah, never in a day. Because that's just weird. Nicole said she's that girl in high school who's a freshman and all her friends are juniors. I just can't. I just can't with you. I just can't. I don't know what to do. It's like I you try. Fallon is a good wrestler. There's nothing wrong with Fallon wrestling wise, but character wise, she just don't hit. And I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Her heel work is cool. I'm outside of kayfabe. Her heel work is fine, but to me, it has to have logic and make sense, right? Don't get me wrong. Sean Spears is a whole goofball, but his logic for killing that match made sense. He would rather Trick Williams not have the championship and he not have it, and he be the sole reason why Trick Williams doesn't have it, than to go in there and get the championship himself. He would rather walk around titleless and know that he's the reason why Trick don't have his title too. That's how much he hates the man. He would sacrifice himself just to screw you over. But you, Fallon, you just dumb. You just dumb, babe. There's no logic, rhyme, or reason to what you're doing. And quite frankly, like I said, you aligning yourself with a newbie. The girl standing next to you is a newbie. Jasmine Nix is new. The only thing that bitch know how to do is a Pele kick. I don't know how she got approved to be on TV yet. I'm so confused by that, but do you? Anyways, the only thing she know how to do is that Pele kick, and she barely got that off right today when she was trying to kick Soul with it. I don't know what's going on, and I could care less. I truly don't understand it, nor do I want to. What I don't like is watching you, JC, and Jasmine running around on TV mad because y'all not getting what everybody else is getting. When in all actuality, Fallon, you've gotten more opportunities than JC. And if I was JC, I'd be kicking your ass right now. I mean, am I wrong? I would be beating your ass. Like, are you fucking serious right now? Are you for real? Ugh. I just don't like her. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like her right now. She pisses me off. So I don't like her. I'm so upset. Now there was another match that I didn't really care about. Tony said he was gonna slap that fake ass beard off of Lexus King face. He didn't quite slap his beard off, but that's because he pencils it in, baby. You pencil it in, then he spray a little one size to keep keep it from sweating off and peeling off. That's why it didn't come off. But he did whip your ass. Also, Eddie Thorpe added a little bit of little music in there to help you out during the match. And that's how he ended up losing. It was a funny time. I ain't gonna lie, it was funny. And then, of course, the end of the show, Trick Williams teamed up with Joe Hendry and they got the win over Ethan Page and Sean Spears. Now, Ethan Page got ran out of the arena by Oro Mensah. And I assume that within the next couple of weeks, Ethan Page will probably finally face off against Oro Mensah. And we'll see how that goes. Y'all know they don't really like to let the champions lose, unless they're going to lose. So that is what it is, babes. I will say this. NXT was a fun time. No alcohol required. It was a fun time. The Rascals reunited. Joe Hendry showed up, which he was hinted at all week. And I love that for us. Also, if you are subscribed to TNA, you should really go over and take a look at TNA. Last week, Charlie Dempsey attacked Leon Slater and he attacked Myron Reed, who is a fourth member of the Rascals. And then he also attacked Zachary Wentz and he attacked a referee. Now, Charlie Dempsey is scheduled for a match against Zachary Wentz in TNA this week. Okay, so that's supposed to happen. All right, we got a lot going on. So I need y'all, if you haven't watched TNA or you haven't signed up for TNA just yet, I need y'all to go sign up for TNA. It's going to be a fun time. I promise you. WWE and TNA are having some great crossover moments. It may not be great enough for TNA side. I feel like they should send some more prominent stars over there. And I think this week Izzy Dame is going to be going up against Jordan Grace. Not sure if that's when that happens, but I'm hoping that they send somebody else because Izzy ain't no surprise. Like she ain't gonna get no pop. Ain't nobody gonna care. But if it was like Roxanne, because since Jordan popped up over on her shit, if I was Roxanne, I'd go pop up on her shit, see what the fuck going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Well, Roxanne, if I was Roxanne. But anyways, y'all, tomorrow is Freestyle Wednesday, and we will come back on here and we will talk again. But I'm very, very happy. Yeah, it was a good show. It was so good. But we'll come back on here and we'll talk again about wrestling because it's a lot going on, honey. With CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Seth all entangled into one entanglement. Child, it's messy around these parts. Not only that, but we got Friday. We got a lot to look forward to, and we got some shit that I don't want to look forward to. So Tiffany Stratton gonna be out there on the microphone, and that's gonna suck ass. But I mean, everybody had a moment. So y'all gotta let her have hers. I'm just gonna watch it with the TV muted, so I don't have to listen to her talk because I don't like the way she talk. But anyways, you get a match with Naya and Michin on on Friday. And of course, Solo gonna be out there bragging because he pinned the champ. So we're gonna have to see how that's gonna play out. It's gonna be a lot going on Friday, but as far as tomorrow goes, we're gonna come back tomorrow. We're gonna chill a little bit. We're gonna do SBC chat like we always do, and I will see y'all on Freestyle Wednesday. I hope y'all enjoyed NXT because it was a good show and it was well worth the watch. I hope y'all enjoyed my recap, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.